Welcome to 4th episode of Mental Wellbeing during COVID-19. We have Dr. Ramaswamy Ganesan, the guest speaker for today. He is Director of Aligarh Institute of Management Science, Pune. He is author of the book titled 48 Sure Short Tools for Personal and Professional Success. Dr. Ganesan is a renowned management guru, strategy and business consultant, leadership facilitator, and above all, a success coach. He has more than 26 years of professional experience with wide spectrum of industries and 20 years of experience in independent management and business consulting and training. As a management mentor, he has conducted high-impact management development program for many multinational companies and reputed organizations across the globe. He is the member of several professional bodies such as Institute of Chartered Accountants of India, Maharashtra Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, Confederation of Indian Industries, Federation of Indian Chamber of Commerce and Industry, Deccan Chamber of Commerce, Industries and Agriculture, and also Certified Associate in India for AMU Genetics International. Dr. Ganesan has chaired sessions, presented papers, and delivered keynote addresses at many national and international conferences. He is also on the editorial board of a few national and international research journals. He had attended workshops of many renowned personalities such as Peter Senge, Clive Woodbury, Tom Peter, Dale Carnegie, and many more. He is the speaker at many prestigious platforms such as Rotary and Lions Club, NIPM, YPO forums, and many more. I welcome Dr. Ramaswamy Ganesan for this session. Thank you.
Good morning, dear students and faculty members. At the outset, let me thank the director of the Aligarh Muslim University Malappuram Centre and the student mentoring committee headed by Mr. Shefeequ Rehman, who is also a very good friend of mine, for giving me this opportunity of being with all of you in these testing moments and sharing some thoughts. Today, I'm going to be talking to you about managing stress and overcoming fear. I won't be idealistic and tell you, don't be stressed. And I won't be idealistic and tell you, don't be afraid. Because stress and fear is natural for everyone. And under these extremely volatile and testing situations, I'm sure that each one of us, including you and me, are stressed and we are also afraid. What I can share with you, therefore, is not a sermon on not being stressed, but maybe give you some experiential tips, some real life tips, which have worked well for me. And I'm sure that they will work well for you also. Let's understand that stress and fear, both of these arise directly from uncertainty. We don't know what's in store. Today, this uncertainty could be from the point of view of health, whether the virus will get to me, This could be the fear of the well-being of near and dear ones. What about people who are far away from me? Are they happy? Are they safe? Are they in trouble? The stress and the fear is also because of the uncertainty of the future, both short term and long term. When is this lockdown going to get over? When is the virus going to leave us in peace? What will happen to whatever I am doing presently? Whether my job is going to be safe? Whether I'm going to get a job at all? What if there's going to be a massive recession? What's going to happen to that bank loan which I have taken to complete my studies? Whenever I put the TV on and whenever I put the internet on, I'm only seeing depressing, dejecting, fearsome news. And all this, my dear friends, is making all of us stressed. It's making all of us afraid. But there is good news also, because you and me, we have both learned that wherever there is an uncertainty, that uncertainty can be managed. The uncertainty, it could be specific to one person, it could be specific to you, it could be specific to me. In this particular case, this uncertainty is systemic. It is affecting everybody across the world. So you are not alone. Understand this, that when the uncertainty becomes systemic and when it affects a lot of people come forward to manage the uncertainty. And that is the good news. You are not alone. The whole world is hoping and working that this problem is overcome. And when 7 billion people think that this problem is overcome, and when 7 billion people come together, I'm sure the best challenges can be overcome. The second thing we need to understand is, if you really dive deep inside yourself, you will see that you can give a probability to the occurrence of this uncertainty. You can imagine 3 scenarios. You can imagine a worst case scenario where definitely things are going to be very, very bad. You can imagine a moderate scenario, a rational scenario. And you could also imagine an optimistic scenario where hopefully in a couple of months things will come back to normal. Don't make things worse than they are. Don't imagine things worse than they are. And let me tell you, history is replete with so many problems which have been far more worse than the current problem. And mankind has overcome all of it. And I'm sure that we have the willpower to overcome these kind of problems also. So I would not advise you to unnecessarily imagine a worst case scenario and increase your blood pressure. And I won't ask you to be very optimistic also and behave foolishly. Because we all know that wherever there is an uncertainty, there is a risk. And where there is a risk, risk can be managed scientifically, isn't it? There's a difference between taking a risk and taking a chance. I always say that when you are crossing a road, you have to look left, you have to look right. You have to see that no vehicles are immediately coming which can harm you. And then carefully you have to cross the road. And this is how you manage the risk of crossing a road. You can't just run into the middle of the road and hope that no vehicle will hit you. That is stupidity. Similarly, in this particular case also, number one, the probability of a untoward thing happening is not a certainty. Similarly, there are lots and lots of scientific methods which are available to manage our risks. If you are following the instructions of the experts, if you're taking good care of yourself, if you're maintaining the distancing norms, you will see that the probability of the infection coming to us is minimized. That's what you can do, and that's what you should do. Regarding the well-being of your near and dear ones, in this time of everybody sharing bad news, you be the harbinger of good news. Be in touch with your relatives, with your family, with your friends, and when you are interacting with them, don't unnecessarily discuss the same news again and again. You be a ray of hope. Please tell your near and dear ones, and please tell yourself that things are going to be good. And it is just a testing time which is going to pass. And that they also should scientifically manage the risk. They should not take chances. Let's take the fear of the economy. History is replete with the fact that every time there has been a recession, every time there has been a depression, every time there has been an economic slowdown, things have come back and bounced back with greater vigor. And the same thing is going to happen this time too. Whether it will take 6 months or 1 year remains to be seen. But my dear friends, every problem has a solution and every cloud has a silver lining. Make use of this time, not just to sit and bask in self-pity, but to spend lots and lots of time on your own self-improvement. Spend time on your physical self. Eat well, work out, organize your things, redo your home, clean up, dispose of unwanted things. Pick up some very good skill sets. Don't just attend webinars for the sake of attending webinars because everybody else is doing it. That's rubbish. You decide what is it that you are going to be an expert on in the next 10 years, 15 years, 20 years of your life. Remember, every expert was a beginner. Pick up some good IT skills. Pick up some good mobile skills. Pick up some good domain skills, whether you are marketing, finance, human resource, IT, supply chain, operations, whatever you are in. Study the emerging trends around. Emotionally, your brain has got two supervisors, one yes man and one no man. Just sack Mr. No Man from your life and empower the yes man. Be happy. Do things which make you happy. Listen to songs. Listen to some good humorous stories. Watch some inspiring videos. This is also a time to revisit your purpose, your goals, your objectives. Don't compromise. You have the wings and I'm sure you will fly. You will succeed. Don't be disappointed by these short-term hurdles. Be close to the people who matter to you. Be the best son. Be the best daughter. Be the best brother. Be the best sister. People need you. Your own family and your own folks need you. Build meaningful social networks. Talk to people who are better than you. Don't spend time with the same old circle of people who get together and talk the same things every day. Every day, try and reach up to people who you look upon. Get some fiscal discipline in place. Now you would have understood that we can continue life without wearing branded clothes. I think the last 30 days, this is probably the third time I'm wearing an official shirt because I need to be with you. Otherwise, I'm in a t-shirt and I'm in a Bermuda. We don't need those expensive goods and services. What is really important to us? Is it making money? Is it creating wealth? Or is it adding value? I'm sure if you can do some good community service, in whatever level it's possible, small community service, it will give you satisfaction. Go around. I feed about 6 cats every evening for the last 30 days. Stray cats. It gives me a lot of happiness to see those tiny kittens run up to me, almost like saying thank you. This is the right time for you to do a little spiritual deep diving also. Tap your inner potential. I have always said this, that when you get up in the morning, either you can be a go-giver or a go-getter. You can operate either from fear, from expectations, or from value of giving. This is the right moment for each one of us to also get into action mode. Finally, I just want to share with you that there are a few people who make things happen. There are many people who watch things happen, and an overwhelming number of people who have no idea of what the hell is happening. Move into the first category. Start small, brick by brick. Rebuild your present and rebuild your future. I'm signing off, but I can assure you that I have been a mentor to thousands and thousands and thousands of students like you in the last 20 years. I have been a mentor to hundreds of corporates, to very, very senior presidents, vice presidents, directors of companies. I have very strong affinity for the teaching community, and I have been a well-wisher for all the faculty members. I am with you. If there is any matter on which you want to discuss, my contacts are with Mr. Shefeeq. Feel free to connect. Feel free to email. Be smiling, be happy, and together, let's overcome. Thank you. Bye bye.